And welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Captain. It's not Captain I don't think it's Dictator, but it's Captain D is what we're calling it. You asked the question, who would win a fight? Ricochet from Mucha Lucha, which I did watch as a kid, at least a little bit of it, and El Tigre from the Adventures of Manny Rivera. Now, this is actually a pretty easy one to explain. Both are wrestler based, but Ricochet is basically at his oldest was a 12-year-old kid, and he wanted to be a lucha libre. He had signature move known as the pulverizing pinball, so there's a couple other ones, but that was his real signature move, where he compressed his body as a pinball and just struck his enemies or struck his opponents. But the problem here is, first, that Manning's a year older even than Ricochet at his oldest. And Manning is actually a superhero with enhanced abilities, including super strength, where he can easily lift giant monsters, enhanced combat skills, speed, jumping ability, durability, claws on his hands, and the ability to summon the ancient tiger spirit itself, where it wraps his body in a giant aura that's shaped like a tiger, and he can beat the living crud out of people. Ricochet is pretty much just living in the world of lucha wrestlers that can kind of manipulate reality a little bit. Like, their moves do take like a form of some kind, or at least that's the mental interpretation of the form when they take it. And like how we audience is seeing this awesome move being displayed when really they're probably just doing like a punch grapple thing. Something along those lines. Ricochet's maybe just blitzing someone instead of actually turning into a pinball. However, the point remains that Ricochet is still just a guy, a kid. So Ricochet and El Tigre had to go into combat. El Tigre is not just fighting with wrestling moves. He's fighting with just hand-to-hand combat moves. So ultimately, he's just better than Ricochet. Because he actually fights legitimate evil, bad guys, villains, monsters, you name it. Ricochet's just fighting the trials and tribulations of a lucha libre wrestling match most of the time. With some exceptions. There's like some mystical elements. And I mean, the best case scenario I can see for Ricochet is during the fight, Ricochet, before El Tigre gets like a shield up or anything like that, that Tiger Aura, he turns into the pinball and just boom, knocks him right out. That's the only scenario I see that Ricochet could win in. Now, granted, I know he does in fact have other moves. That's his signature move, but he does have other moves. I do know that. Now, whether all those other moves can really do anything, I don't know. I don't think they can. Like, compared to, at least to, when I say they can't do anything, I mean they wouldn't be effective against El Tigre. So, I've got to go with El Tigre in this fight. El Tigre is going to win this pretty hands down. It's a pretty simple fight, ultimately. But again, there's that weird scenario where Ricochet might be able to knock him out or something. So, I'll still give Ricochet maybe a 3% chance he could win. But the 97% of the time, otherwise, it's going to go to Manny's, or El Tigre, as he's called. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, whatever, anything new on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.